Let's start with what the Tanzanians expect, because there's 54 African countries that are all focusing on Tanzania, which is one of our most fastest growing in terms of quality football nation on the continent, a very proud football history. So I'm going to ask him, because I know what the rest of Africa is expecting, and we are enormously grateful to the people of Tanzania, enormously grateful to the government, the head of state, Madam President, for her leadership. We'll be joined by the Prime Minister.
Yes.
And I'm also proud of the leadership that he's providing, the huge commitment, the huge sacrifice to make Tanzanian football as good as the best football on the continent, but also the best football in the world. So today we've got millions and millions of people watching, and we are enormously impressed with the quality of football that has grown over many years. And as the president of CAF, I have to wish both football clubs and every single one of the football nations, the 19 football nations that are here, everything of the best. And he knows what the Tanzanian people are expecting of him today. And I have to say, I wish the national team of Tanzania everything of the best, and I know they'll make the people of Tanzania very, very proud. And I wish the national team of Burkina Faso everything of the best, and I know they will also make the people of Burkina Faso very proud. We have to allow today it's about the men, but we also have a deep commitment to female football, and the Tanzanian women's club and women's team, and even the young girls in the CAF national schools or national schools football championship. The young girls and the young boys are doing very well. But we want every football player to look at football as a good future that can allow them to make sufficient resources and look after themselves and look after their families. The big challenge with football is a short career. So within that period, you actually want every football player to make as much money and to generate as much income and save some of the money to look after him when his football days are over, and invest some of that money for himself and for his family and for his children. So, and that's why the financial independence and the capacity to build a future in football for every one of the football players is very important. And also those who are the employees, those who are employed by the football industry. But we always look at football within its broader context of how the success of our young boys and girls inspire our young people and everybody. We also want, the private sector all over the world to get to see the enormous potential and opportunities for investment. I was very proud when the head of state of Ivory Coast said to me what we already knew from an independent assessment, an independent report by one of the biggest agencies in the world, that Ivory Coast benefited $1.5 billion from the AFCON. And that is an enormous benefit in terms of greater awareness, in terms of investment, new opportunities, tourism. And so we're about football and making Tanzanian football amongst the best in the world and African football amongst the best in the world, but we also recognize our broader economic obligation and the link between the growth and development of our people in football and its inextricable connection with the growth and development of our economies and jobs and the living conditions of our people in Tanzania and in Africa.
Michuano hii ya CHAN inakujia kwa hisani ya mamlaka ya mapato Tanzania, TRA. TRA, pamoja tunajenga taifa letu.